the directions, they were a little hazy as to what to do, but we're here outside the jail now. And there's my car. So getting ahead in life is not easy, but it's significantly harder when you're trapped under credit card debt, right? It's easy to borrow money to try to solve a problem, and then you're staring at 20+% interest, and you feel like all the money you're putting into it isn't knocking away the principal, and you're sort of buried under your credit card debt. Well, that sucks. I know, I agree, and that's where today's video sponsor, Upstart, is here to help. Upstart is the fast and easy way to pay off your debt with a personal loan all online. Whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high-interest debt, or funding personal expenses, over 1 million people have used Upstart to get one fixed monthly payment with a clear payoff date. Rather than look at credit score alone, Upstart considers other factors like your income, current employment, and credit history to find you a smarter rate for your loan. You can check your rate without impacting your credit score in minutes for loans between $1,000 to $50,000. You can even receive funds as fast as 1 business day after accepting your loan. Find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today by visiting upstart.com/SSR. Loan amounts are going to be determined based off of your credit, your income, and other factors that you put in your application, so be truthful with that. Make sure you click the link in the description too. I put it down there. It's upstart.com/SSR. If you click that link, they're going to know you came from me. That's upstart.com/SSR. All right. Down here at Gotham Dream Cars, waiting on the S-Class to come back, and I checked the GPS, and it's close, right? We are here in Teaneck, and the car is here. And I'm like, why is it not back? And you zoom in, you zoom in, you drag over, and it all starts making sense. Yep. Because my car is incarcerated. So, it's on the wrong side of the fence at the jail. And now we have to go through the process of figuring out how to get it out. All right, the directions, they were a little hazy as to what to do, but we're here outside the jail now. And there's my car. They had to keep it for a day. They had a warrant to search it. We said, no problem, you search it. Just put it all back together the right way. So now we gotta figure out, we're calling the guy to see how we get it from this side of the fence to this side of the fence so we can leave. Like, I don't know how much they like you videotaping jails, but there's the jail. This is now not in the jail, it's in their processing yard, I guess, whatever you wanna call this. Stay tuned. After a quick phone call, the gate opens. Now let's see what happens. There it is. All right, service overdue by a hundo. So, we're off, we got it back. We've got the prosecutor's release. And now I go get something to eat. Just a usual day in my life. Not even fazed by this stuff. Let me just put on my belt so it doesn't start chiming. That was actually very easy. I appreciate the probably 10 minutes that it took from beginning to end. My car is out here, but the occupants had to go in there. And let's get back to the shop and we can sort of pick this apart and go through what just happened and why I had to go to the Bergen County Jail to get my car. All right, so I got my car back. That was a little bit different. I mean, we've had cars impounded, but never really impounded as part of a seizure that requires the car to be used under a search warrant to be taken apart. But, you know, it's, I guess, does anything surprise me anymore? No. It was weird. It's like, I don't like filming. Like, it's weird filming around like a jail because I don't want them to be like, that guy's trying to film to break somebody out, and then they like shoot me or something like that. I know it's irrational, but that, and then even the guys that had the cars, I never want to be in a situation where somebody's working for the government, they're doing undercover work or whatever, they're recognizable. I don't want to put them in danger by putting them on camera. So I got the car back. It was at the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office under their care. They disassembled the car for whatever reason. I guess the story is worth the story. The customer was not convicted of anything, but was arrested for having large quantities of marijuana and marijuana-related substances and large quantities of cash. That doesn't mean anything, doesn't mean he's guilty of anything, but that is the reason that the car was impounded. The car does smell like marijuana. Whether or not there was marijuana in this car as part of that, I have no idea. This was part of a 6-vehicle seizure, and they did have to take it apart. I don't know why they would have taken it apart. From what I've heard, this is hearsay, there was hundreds of pounds of marijuana in one of the vehicles or in their possession. That doesn't get stuffed under the seats. That doesn't get stuffed in the doors. I guess they're just being thorough. They're doing their investigation. But they did take the car apart and then put it back together. You cannot tell it was taken apart and put back together. It's in the same condition, which is good. And honestly, I mean, it's weird. This is such a weird thing because marijuana is legal recreationally in New Jersey right now, but I guess you still can't deal, I'm not going to get into that part because I don't care. I'm happy to have my car back. Just put the little fuse panel back on there. That was not the way they got it, but whatever. I'll tuck that back in. Wow, look, I'm a mechanic. It's the most mechanical thing I've done in quite some time. Nope, nothing in there. And it's funny, I was joking with the guy. I'm like, look, if you found a lot of drugs in the car, it wasn't ours. But I did think that I left bricks of cash somewhere. If you found them in the car, those were totally mine. Didn't work. But it would have been cool. But yeah, the car is in great shape. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just one of those things. It's a story. Sometimes you always expect the car to come back. You'd always like the car to come back. But sometimes it doesn't. And when it doesn't, this was actually very easy. I brought documentation showing I was the owner of the car. This one I own in cash, so that was very easy. If you have a car that's not owned in cash, you may need like a authorization letter from a lien holder, like a bank, to go get it from the impound. But this one is cash, so this was easy. Got it back, no worse for wear. We wash it up, clean it off. We scent bomb the thing so it doesn't smell like weed anymore, and boom, goes out to the next customer, and we move on with our lives. Rob Ferretti, another fun story about what it's like to rent out exotic cars, because you never know what the hell is going to happen on any given day, and honestly, wasn't really expecting this one, but it is what it is. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. So thanks for making it through the whole video. Adventure Drives is going back to Iceland March 1st through March 6th. So if you would like to join us, it's a great trip. It's a short trip. It's one of the cheapest ones we offer, and it's packed with activities. We're snowmobiling on glaciers, going to the Blue Lagoon, having some great restaurants, doing some really remote hotels, which gave you a great view of the Northern Lights. It's going to be a great time. So if you want to join us in Iceland, visit adventuredrives.com. There's a link right below in the description.